Absolutely have to have dark in order to have light. Gotta have dark. Gotta have opposites, dark and light and dark, continually in painting. If you have light on light, you have nothing. If you have dark on dark, you basically have nothing. There we are. You know, it's like in life. You gotta have a little sadness once in a while so you know when the good times come. I'm waiting on the good times now. Let's do a painting today that's very bright, has a lot of colors in it to just make you feel good. It'll warm up a room if you hang it in it. Small amount of yellow ochre on the 2-inch brush, and let's go right up in here. And we just put a little color up in the sky. That easy. That easy, no problem. And it's continually mixing with the liquid white that's on the canvas, and so automatically it'll get a little lighter in value. There, and the more you blend it, the lighter it'll become. So you have to make a decision. How light do you want your sky? How dark? How bright? Up to you. When you have this much power, you have to make tremendous decisions. There. Okay, now, there. But if you add paint thinner, add the smallest amount possible. You don't need much. Don't need much. There we are. Ooh, we hit a little blue there. That's nice. Happy little accident. There. But see, all we're doing is just looking for basic shapes. When objects are far, far away from you, you don't see detail. You see basic color and basic shapes. And that's all we're looking for in this. Sometimes we can even do like that, just to blend it. So you just have little splotches of color. Maybe that's way far away. Let's take our little script liner brush and a little bit of paint thinner, just to make a very thin paint. Turn the bristles. That'll bring it to a nice sharp point. And let's go up in here and here and there and there and here. Let's just put the indication of a few little sticks and twigs that are living back in here. We don't want a lot. Do not want a lot, because they're too far away. You would only see major tree trunks that live this far away. But a few little indications are very nice. It'll give the illusion of distance and depth in your painting. All right. Something about like that. Okay. Right there. Just a little blue and white. Just to give the indication of a happy little window. Like that. Take the fan brush and grab just a touch of that and blend it in. Isn't that easy? It looks like old dead bush. There's one right there too. Tell you what, let's start right off today and have them run all the colors across the screen that you need to paint along with us. While they're doing that, let me show you what I got done up here. Today I'm using an 18 by 24 inch canvas. It's pre-stretched and double primed. And then I've just covered the entire canvas with a very thin coat of liquid white. This is a wet on wet painting technique, so the liquid white is there only to make the canvas wet. It allows us to actually blend color right on the canvas rather than working ourselves to death. So we just take a little of the titanium white and just come across there. Touch and come across. Just like so. There we are. See there? Just pull it down. A lot of paint on that. I want that to be very strong, real dark, so it stands out nice. There we go. That easy, make them stand out. There. Okay, let's go back up here. Work it back and forth. There. All right. Phthalo blue's a beautiful, beautiful bluey color. Just tap a little into the bristles. We don't need a lot. All right, let's go right up in here. Now we'll start just making little X's. There. Just let it go. Let it go. There. Just let it go. Let it go. Maybe it comes right up the hill here. And wherever you want them to go, that's where they go. That's really all there is to it. And we'll put a little in the water too. We don't want it left out. Just down at the bottom and let it work upward. There. Shoot, we're in business already. Thought today we'd just do a little mountain scene. It's very pretty, very easy to do. All right. Just let it go there. You can put all kinds of little splashes and fun little things happening here and there. It's your stream, so you make some decisions and put them wherever you want them. Wherever. There we go, right on off the canvas. If your roof's going to be right here, touch it. Just let it wiggle. Give it the least little pull. Barely touch. Barely touch. So first we'll take out this paint that we have up here, and let's go right into a little bit of cad yellow. And we'll just put some light in his window. Just give him some light. Maybe he's got the old lantern on tonight if there's no electricity out here in the woods. And we'll take a little bit of the magic black on the liner brush and then just sort of outline the windows. Just a tiny bit. This is a very thin paint, it's a liquid, so it flows. There. Okay, now we need some more snow in there. There, we can just start right here and begin bringing the snow right on down. And angles are very, very important when you're doing snow. Start right up in here. There we go. Just let it come right on through. There. Okay. Isn't that fun? This magic black is so exciting. There's so many things that can be done with it. Maybe in our next series, we'll devote several shows to using the magic black and show you how it works. Now, if you want to soften this snow a little bit, it's very bright right now, you can take the large brush and be very careful and follow the angles and just gently, gently, gently rub it. And you can blend it right into whatever degree of brightness or darkness that you want. Always follow the angles, though. I just want to put a few in to give you some ideas of how they're made, and then you do what makes you happy. We just try to give you some guides here and some ideas. And okay, let's go right up here. And I'm just barely touching. Just let it just graze across the top. Tell you what, today let's do a little scene that maybe is at nighttime in winter. That'd be something a little different. And we get a lot of letters, people asking, how do you do a nighttime winter type scene? So I'll show you how easy that is to do. Let's start out, have them run all the colors across the screen that you need to paint this little picture at home. While they're doing that, let me show you what I've done up here. As you can see, I have a black canvas today, and we make it black by painting it with black gesso. And that's an acrylic paint. All you do is put it all the way over it, let it dry completely. Then I've taken and covered it with a thin, let me repeat that word, thin coat of liquid clear. And on top of that, I've covered the entire canvas with a mixture of phthalo blue and midnight black. More black than blue. I just want a sort of a blue-gray color. Okay, that's all there is to it. And we put the clear on there only to make it easy to apply this firm, dry color over the top of it. And that way we also don't have to put as much paint as you normally would on there. Okay, let's start out today with the old 2-inch brush. What the heck? Be brave. We'll go right into a little titanium white. We don't need a lot of color today, just a little titanium white. Let's go right up here. Have to make a decision right off. Okay. Maybe we need maybe there's a little chimney right here. We'll just throw it on. Just use a little bit of the gray color in the small edge of the knife. There we are. Maybe you can see the least little amount of red on his chimney. And we won't have a fire going right now. Okay, make the snow a little bit thicker on the roof. And I think we're ready to start playing with some other things. Now I'm going to take a fan brush and start out loading it with titanium white. A lot of paint in the bristles and very deep, very, very deep into the bristles. Then go right over here into the gray color and load the tips. So we've got the dark gray right on the tips and the white farther down. Just double load your brush. And maybe we'll put a couple of pretty little evergreens that are sitting right in here. And we start by just touching the canvas. And we use just the corner of the brush. And as we push harder, the white shows up. Just to put a little white highlight on that tree. Look at that son of a gun. There. Now, load a little bit more of the gray color in here. Let's give him a little friend. Maybe there's another little tree that lives right here. There we are. Now we have a couple of nice little evergreens right there. And we can take a clean brush and just lift upward, just to make it look sort of misty back here. Okay, I think maybe we'll put a very large tree right over in here. So I've got a little white in the bristles, and I'll load it full of the gray color. And remember, this gray is made from phthalo green and alizarin crimson. And maybe there's a large tree that just hangs right here. Some nice big limbs that just hang out. Comes right over in front of the cabin here. Pick up a little bit of white and we can highlight this a little bit. I'm just picking up a little bit of the snow and going back. We don't want these shapes too distinct. This is supposed to be late at night, just indications. Now with the liner brush, a little bit of paint thinner and a little bit of the yellow. Just a tiny bit of the yellow. Maybe we want to put a little light reflecting across the snow here. So we can just lay it on with a little bit of the liner. It's barely touching. Let a little bit of the yellow shine out across the snow. And we're not too worried at this time. Then we'll take the large brush and just barely touching, barely. Let it graze, let it graze. That easy. That easy. About like so. Maybe there's a little highlight right there. A little touch here and there. There we go. Just little crisscross strokes. That easy. That easy. And we'll work all the way across the canvas. And we start at the top and work down. That way the paint is continually mixing with the liquid white that's already on the canvas. And automatically, your sky will get lighter and lighter as you work down toward the horizon. And in a landscape, that's exactly what we're looking for. There. Let the canvas work for you. Allow the colors and the paint, everything to work together to make it easy. This is a painting technique that you can do. There's no big secrets here. People who have never painted do this every day, and it works for them. All right. I think I'll have some water in this painting today. I love water. It's easy to paint. And we'll use that same old phthalo blue. Just add a little more onto the brush. Now, still water is always level. And I think today, let's have still water. So pull from the outside to in, like so. That's all there is to it. We'll go to the other side, do the same identical thing. but I suggest you pull from the outside in. If you start here and go across, it leaves a big line that's very hard to work out. There, so pull from the outside in. And it leaves a little area in here that's sort of light. If everything works just right, it'll look like a sheen of lights just streaking right across your water. Sneaky, but it works great. There we go. Now then, I want to darken the corners on this, so I'm going to take a little Prussian blue. Prussian blue is much, much stronger than phthalo blue. It's a beautiful blue, though. Let's take a little of that, and right up in the corners, I'm just going to add a small amount of the Prussian blue, like that. Now, when the painting is completely done, these dark corners will help lead the eye toward the center of the painting. There.